farming is lucrative, but starting with an exotic breed can be highly expensive. Not tapping into the local breeds is one of the mistakes someone that wishes to start a pig farming can actually make. In this video, we talk about how you can actually tap into the opportunity and some of the benefits of starting your pig farming with local breeds, which is not expensive like exotic breeds. Of course, every farming aspect has their own challenges, but if you are starting your own pig farming and you start with local breeds, I bet it you will never regret. Don't forget to like this video, turn on the notification bell, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So let's actually dive into the video. So welcome to another episode with the farmer. In this video, we wanted to actually talk about some of the opportunities in starting a local pig farming. So we have an expert here who has been into pig farming for more than a decade. So right now,
is Mr. Ogundele.
Okay.
And I'm a pig farmer.
Yeah. So now you have been into pig farming for more than a decade, and you actually started from local breed of pig. Let's talk about the opportunities in pig farming. Like, to me, I think we are not really harnessing the opportunities in local breed of pigs.
Yes, well, you are right. The reason I said you are right is because there are lots of opportunities when it comes to local pigs. Now, let me first and foremost, it is cheap and easy to maintain. What do I mean by this? It means
and easy to maintain.
Yes, you don't need to break your bank before you get your stock.
So that means you don't need a big money to start your local breed.
You don't need millions to start your.
Like how much? Like how much? Like how much?
It should be. How much do they sell local pigs now? Maybe winners of local pigs should be around maybe 15,000-20,000.
So that means someone can actually with 100,000.
With 100,000,
someone can actually start.
You can get 4 female and 1 male. One male will be servicing the 4 females.
Wow.
So they do well. They do really well because they are. I remember my grandfather back in the village. Then he owns a lot of pigs, and they roam about in the village.
Yes, I think that's part of the reason why many people are not really thinking towards the local breeds.
Yes, they are independent. They forage themselves. They eat whatever they find around. And Yoruba people used to say an adage that "Entoba lelede lolabule." It means the owner of the pigs is the owner of the village because they make cool money from it.
Okay. And you said it's actually easy to maintain.
Yes, it's easy to maintain because they don't rely on maybe large amount of drugs or maybe large amount of feed to sustain themselves. Yes.
Okay. Now let's talk about the feeding aspect of it.
Yeah.
The feeding aspect of local pigs. Is it as that of exotic breeds, or it is a little bit differs?
Yes, it's kind of different
because feeding is one of the most challenging part of livestock right now.
Yes, it's number one.
Number one. Okay.
Feeding is number one, regardless of the particular animal. In livestock, when you are talking about livestock, feeding is number one. Now, let me come back to what we were discussing. Concerning local pigs, most of the exotic pigs, they rely on concentrates.
Yes.
You have to go and formulate feed for them.
Yes.
For these local pigs, they can survive on almost anything.
Okay, like
because
what?
They are omnivorous.
Okay.
It means they can eat flesh and they can also eat grains or leaves.
Okay.
So they are just like man. They are neither carnivorous or herbivorous.
Okay.
So they can consume both.
Okay.
So now you can easily feed them on kitchen wood. They can feed on a wide variety of things. Okay. Number one, they can feed on cassava itself.
Cassava itself?
Yes, they can feed on cassava peels.
What about plantain?
Yes, they can feed on plantain leaves, plantain peels. They can feed on pineapple peels also.
Okay, that means what about this maize stalk? They can also feed on
Of
it.
course they
So
can.
they can actually feed on most
maize
waste.
yes, all those waste from breweries.
Breweries.
They can feed on them.
KCA
Yes,
and-
they can feed on those things also, and they'll be okay. You don't need to formulate a big feed for them to
actually feed on.
even if you cook mama in your place
Okay.
and you use leaf, you can transfer the leaves to them and they,
And with the memory.
yes, no, you don't. Maybe you have eaten the mama, but the leaves, you know, is a waste.
Yes.
But you can actually give it to them and they will eat it.
Wow, that is so feeding them is more easier and cheaper. So there's
Very easy and
when
cheap.
when you can solve the feeding aspect of livestock, I think it's become more easier.
Yes, we have done about 90% of them. And the remaining out of the remaining 10%, we can talk about drugs.
Drugs, okay.
And local pigs don't really rely on this injection. You can just find around like dongoyaro leaves. You can give it to them. Maybe you can soak it in their water.
And
You can give it to them. So it boosts their immune system. Then there's this other leaves too.
Aloe vera?
You can give them aloe vera, of course.
Okay.
Of course, they do well on it. Then you can also give them ewuro.
Okay. They will drink it or eat it.
Yes, you can give them the leaf, or you can squeeze the water and put it in their water.
And it works very well.
It works very well. You don't need maybe you put them in a fence. You can just provide a small place for them to wallow.
Okay.
You know, because of their condition, they don't have sweat glands.
Yes.
So that will help them adjust their body temperature.
Yes, it's
So
true.
because they don't have sweat glands. You know, we humans, when we are in hot temperature, we sweat it out.
Yes, and
but
we can even off our
we can remove our clothes, but that is not the case for the pigs.
For the pigs. Okay.
So that's not the case for them. So
let's talk about the disease aspect of the local breeds. How does disease affect them, especially this African swine fever and
let me first talk about this African swine fever. African swine fever is a deadly disease that has been ravaging farms.
And it can even wipe out the entire farm.
African swine fever is a deadly disease. Until date, there's no known cure for it. But looking at local pigs, they are kind of resistant to it.
A little bit?
Yes, they're kind of resistant to it, because I remember there was an incidence of African swine fever in 2020.
Yes.
It wiped some of my exotic pigs, but the local breeds, though they showed some symptoms, but they recovered from it without using anything. So it seems they have been designed
to resist the disease.
That disease. So you don't have to fear when there is African swine fever ravaging in the areas. They are solid and they have very strong immune system.
And I think even at what case you can easily restock back,
because they are very cheap. Even if anything happens to them, they are very cheap.
Yeah.
Though they might not be as prolific as the exotic pigs, because exotic pigs will give you 16, 14, but these local pigs can give you between 6 to 12.
Let's say 8, 6 to 10 or 8.
6 to
now it's still okay.
There are some that give 12.
Wow.
There are some that give 12, but so they are kind of prolific too in their own parts.
Okay, let's talk about the this thing. So let's talk about the market size for the local pigs. Is there market for local?
Of course.
Is it the same market for the exotic one too?
Most people are not really tapping into maybe trying to stock local pigs in their farms. Most of them go for exotic pigs. But when you talk about consumption now, when I give you local pigs, maybe I cook local pig and give it to you, and I give you exotic pigs, surely you know the difference, because there are some exotic pigs that accumulate fat, though there are some that don't accumulate fat.
Yes.
But these local pigs, they're just like how can I put it? They are always on exercise.
Okay, yes.
They are fit. So they don't accumulate fat. So, and their meat is healthy.
And because they don't even eat concentrate, so it's difficult to accumulate fat like that.
So it's difficult to accumulate fat. So it's when you consume their meat, it's fantastic because they don't really have fat in their meat.
So okay, so there is steady market.
Of course, there is steady market for it. A lot of people in the communities they eat pork.
So it's still the same market with the exotic one. Let me put it.
Yes. But you know, exotic pigs are kind of big, and they will fetch you more
it might
more
command more
kilogram
money,
of
more,
pork.
yes.
So, but looking at the maintenance aspect, it may almost be equivalent, because when you remove the amount of money you have spent on concentrate, on drugs,
And
on housing,
everything.
so it's,
and even someone, if you have to even think ahead, because it is the easiest part is starting. I mean, it is still the most difficult part of anyone that wants to actually start a business or a farming. So what advice will you now give to anybody that actually out there thinking of starting something and they are finding it difficult to think of what they can actually start?
yes, my advice to farmers like me out there, you can invest in local pig farming, because with all these 3 points we have mentioned, number one, they are easy and cheap
Which
to
the money is very
yes, very cheap and easy to maintain, and you know, like, to get feed for them also, you don't have to break the bank to feed them. Then another one is disease. They are resistant to some of these diseases ravaging the exotic pigs.
Yes.
So with these few points, I think
someone is good to go.
We are good to go.
Okay, thank you for this wonderful information. So don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to actually share this video, because you might be helping someone at the end of the day. So see you in our next video.